Hello, good afternoon, and happy Friday. In this video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you step-by-step instructions on how you can withdraw your secret or SCRT cryptocurrency and get it off of the Binance.com exchange and into a Keplr wallet. In fact, when you put it in the Keplr wallet, you can stake that secret cryptocurrency, and it looks like right now they're paying upwards of 33% return on the stake that you place. Now, remember, the secret token used to be called the Enigma token, and about 3 years ago, I had bought right around 300 Enigma tokens on the Binance.com exchange. And then crypto kind of fizzled out for me. I got interested in other things. And with this renewed exuberance that seems to be going on in the market right now, I decided to log into my Binance account. It had been almost 2 years since I had logged into my account. And when I went to look to see what the Enigma tokens were doing, they were gone. So as I'm sure you know, they've moved to their own main net. It is no longer, let's say, sort of Ethereum based. I guess it's Ethereum based, but let's say it's no longer, tied to the ERC20. And now they've got their own main net that they're using. And so I had these SCRT tokens. I didn't know what they were. I checked with a friend and he said, yeah, no, it's basically they've changed the name of the token. The problem is if you've got these secret tokens, these SCRT tokens on the Binance.com exchange, you can't trade them. You can't, you can't convert them and you can't sell them. So they're kind of stuck on that Binance.com exchange. And that's when I kind of went and started to investigate how can we get those tokens off the Binance.com exchange and use them for something. And it wasn't until about 3 o'clock this afternoon that I figured out how to get this Keplr wallet and how to stake those tokens. And so enough of the background of how I arrived here. Let's go ahead and walk you through the steps that would be required. Now, remember, if you make a mistake here or you lose your tokens, I am not responsible for you losing those tokens. I'm simply showing you what I did with my secret tokens, and I'm actually going to show you that they are staking, and it is a near real-time update that you get in this little Keplr wallet. This thing is the easiest thing I've ever used. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to SCRT.network, and that's going to bring you to this page right here. And this was sort of my journey in figuring out what to do. I scrolled down here, and this is when I saw the mining was the word that caught my attention. And I figured, oh, well, it looks like you might be able to do some mining of some kind. So let's go ahead and click on that link. And it brought me to this page here, and I started to scroll down. And what really caught my attention was when it mentioned that you can stake your secret tokens and earn between 20 and 30% annual percentage yield on the bridge. And so that was when I was like, well, wait a minute, this sounds interesting because I've got these secret tokens, again, 291, 92 of them. So they've been sitting on Binance for 3 years doing nothing. Let's click on this link and see what happens. And that's when you come to this screen here. So now this is asking, would you like to start crypto wallets for Ethereum support? Well, this is not what we want to do. I'm going to close that. And you can see it comes up. This is the Brave web browser I'm using, by the way. Again, it's a Google Chrome plugin, but remember that Brave is really based on that Chromium engine. And so I have this working on an iMac that's not the one I'm recording on here, but an old iMac, about 10 years old, using Brave, and then on my MacBook Pro. And so it works great in Chrome, and I'll show you what it looks like in Chrome, and it also works amazingly well in the Brave web browser. And so you just get this little splash screen right here talking about improving privacy guarantees. And I just basically went ahead and clicked, okay, I've got it. So this is the secret finance page. And you can see it lists some different cryptocurrencies here. And it's actually talking about annual percentage yield that it looks like they might be offering if you're staking some of these other tokens. So again, I wasn't interested in any of these. I don't own any of these tokens here. But I saw up here swap. Again, my initial search was simply to get those tokens, those secret tokens off the Binance.com exchange and to do something with them. And I was just going to swap them for some other cryptocurrency that I could use. And so when I saw swap out here, it's just by dumb luck that when I clicked on that, it brought me to this page where it asked me to log in or install Keplr. And I'd never before this afternoon heard of Keplr, had no clue what this was. But I looked in here and I'm like, okay, well, how do I swap my tokens? And so I clicked on this. Again, it's just kind of dumb luck as to how I arrived at where I am now, which is staking my 291 Enigma tokens, earning 30+% on that stake. So I clicked on log in or install Keplr, thinking, okay, this is how I'm going to be able to swap these and how do I get them off Binance? And you come to this page here, and it says, it looks like you don't have the Keplr wallet browser extension installed. And I'm like, all right, well, if it's going to take an extension to be installed, then I guess I'll go ahead and do that. And so all you do is you click on this Keplr extension here, and it brings up this page here. Now, pay special attention to the value that's up here, right? It shows the little wallet. It says not installed. Obviously, we haven't installed it yet, because what's going to happen is on the main splash screen that we're going to get when we go to do the install, we're going to be typing in a new user ID and password. It is not the user ID and password that is ultimately going to be my Google account credentials, which is what I'm going to use to log in. But it's a new set of credentials that you'll enter in that allow you to access your Keplr wallet. So I'm going to go ahead and click install for Chrome. It brings up, and again, you can add to Brave. If you do it in Chrome, it says add to Chrome. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. It says it doesn't review the extensions. That's okay. Let's add it. And so we're going to keep our eyes peeled right up here, up in the upper right-hand corner. So Keplr, that's how fast you can add the wallet. And again, I'm making a video, so I'm kind of slowing down my steps. But once I got here, it was within 10 minutes, I had all of my secret tokens inside this Keplr wallet staking. So it shows you that it's been installed. Now, this is sort of, Google Chrome or Brave 101. I went ahead and closed that down. You'll notice that it disappeared, kind of giving you the impression that, well, wait a second, is it gone? Well, remember, sort of Google Chrome, Brave browser 101, all your extensions are listed here under this puzzle piece. So if you click there, you can see that you can pin that extension and the icon, I should say. You can pin the extension's icon up here in the menu bar area. And if I didn't want, here's WebEx, I could go ahead and unpin that and it disappears. So let's go ahead and we click on Keplr, we pin it there. And so now if I close that window out, because I've already done the install of the extension, you can see that the icon for the extension is still there. And so at this point, let me go ahead and click on that icon, which is going to bring you to this page here. Now, this is the page I was talking about because this is where initially I was a little confused. So I can create a new account, and it's talking about Keplr wallet accounts here, right? Import an existing account, import a ledger, or I can sign in with my Google credentials. Well, this is, again, I was looking for the easiest way to get this done. I've got a Google account, so let's do that. And this is where it said sign in with Google, and it shows you the account name. Now, initially, I thought that that was what it was asking for, were Google credentials, but it's not. And you'll see that it's not because I'm going to type in Travis P. Bonfili, and then it's going to ask me for my password. And so I'm going to type in a different password. And actually, let me pull that back. I just mistyped it. I type in a different password. This is different from my Google credentials. And let's type it in again. And what that password is, and I had this experience on another iMac I have, where I had rebooted the iMac after, or I should say I restarted Google Chrome, and when it came back up, it wanted me to log into the Keplr wallet. These were the credentials that had to be used to get logged back into the Keplr wallet, not the Google credentials, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click Next, and here is where it's going to ask me for my Google credential email. And so let me go ahead and put in my email address. And now it's going to ask me for my password. And this again is my Google password to access my Google services, right? And so I'll click next. And it wants to do some two-step verification, and that's great. We'll have it send a text to my phone. And that text is here. Give me 1 second. It's going to pop up on the screen, and that is the value there. I'll click next. And what's going to happen is it's actually going to log me in. And so that is it. It is really that simple to get this Keplr wallet installed so that I can now deposit or withdraw my secret tokens off the Binance exchange. And so let me show you what was required for that. So I'm going to go ahead and click done. Excuse me. And it actually closed that tab down. Let me click refresh here. And now you'll see what I meant. There's the user ID. Again, that's not my Gmail address. That's the name of this wallet, right? Travis P. Bonfili is the name of the wallet. Now you'll notice it defaults to Cosmos, right? And so you can see right down here, and I need to be careful when I mouse over here so that it doesn't show anything. Take a look right here, secret network staking, right? And I'm using Citadel 1. I staked 291 secret tokens. And you can see I've already, since about 3 o'clock this afternoon, when I started the staking, I've already earned 0.023881 secret tokens. So let's go ahead and take a look at the plugin up here. And you can see the Brave browser, right? There's my Brave rewards popping up, or the Brave ad popping up that I can earn Brave rewards on. But let's take a look at the extension, because I really enjoy this Google Chrome Brave web browser extension, this Keplr wallet. Super easy to install. Let me go ahead and click on the wallet. And as I said, you'll notice it opens up, and by default, it's showing the Cosmos wallet. Well, that's not what I want. And in fact, let me go ahead and make sure that I'm clear with you here that I'm going to be covering up that value with a black box in this video, because that is the wallet address. You do not want that address to be shared. It's the deposit address that we're interested in seeing, right? Because that's the address that we're going to use when we go onto Binance in order to move our secret tokens from Binance into this Keplr wallet. So if you see a black square up here blocking this out, the name of the wallet, and this value here, it's because that is a value you do not want to share. So let me go ahead and clear the screen there, or clear the drawing off. And if I come over here, you'll see I can click on this drop down here, and I'm going to gingerly move around the secret network, and you can see that you don't have to be on this web page, right? I don't have to be on this Keplr public beta web page here. I've got the Chrome or Brave plugin. All I need to do is click on that, and I can take a look and see what's going on here. Now, something that's important as well, right? If you take a look here, you can see that this is updating in near real time. In fact, if I came up here and clicked and closed it, and then clicked and reopened it, you'll notice that the stake value changed. Again, it's updating this in near real time. I mean, you'll see that it refreshes from time to time as well, but it shows me the available secret tokens I've got. It shows me the total balance of my, of my account. And most importantly, it shows me this pending staking reward. Again, they say that you can earn up to 33.7% a year. So why not stake these tokens? Okay, so what did I do on Binance? Well, let's go ahead and let's travel out to Binance.com. Again, if you're familiar with this portion, you'll probably want to skip ahead. But I was unaware of the changes that had taken place that came down, where as a U.S. user, again, very important, as a U.S. user, there's certain things you're no longer allowed to do here at Binance.com. And apparently the secret token is one of those things that was impacted. Let me get in this code here. I'm all about two-factor authentication, trying to protect the account. I'm not interested in verifying anything again. And I've already sort of moved everything off of this exchange just because of the changes. And I wasn't using it. I hadn't used it in 2 years. So I'm going to come over here to wallet, fiat, and spot, and let's take a look. And let's go ahead and dig up the SCRT coin. And you can see here, I have none, right? Again, I've already indicated I moved everything off of this exchange, and it looks like what is my balance right now? So I'm kind of clinging on to $5, right? So it looks like I'm going to probably lose, throw $5 away here because I don't use this exchange anymore. And you'll notice you can't convert it and I can't sell it, right? So it doesn't do me much good, right? If I wanted to sell it or convert it. And again, it had been sitting here earning me 0 interest. So why not get it off of here? And a lot of people have run into this problem. I helped a friend this afternoon, in fact, who has over $7,000 worth of secret on Binance.com. And when I found this, he was the first call that I made and said, hey, I just figured out a way that not only can we get the secret off of Binance, but we can put it in this Keplr wallet, which is the easiest thing in the world to use, stake it, and earn 30+%, right? So it's like Christmas in February. So all you're going to do is you're going to come here, you're going to click on withdraw, and you can see my balance, right? The available, I have none. The minimum withdrawal is 0.2, and the transaction fee is 0.1. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this in terms of transaction fees. And so all you would do is you're going to put your recipient secret address. So what address is that? Well, let's click on the little icon right here that shows my secret network, and it's the deposit option, right? Because we want to deposit, and that's an address that I'm okay with sharing. In fact, if you'd like to leave me a secret tip or a tip in the form of secret tokens, I'll have that address in the description of the video below. And you can also see that the image is there, and that can be used as well. Although I've never been a big fan of using the images. Simply click on that value right there, and you can see the little green thing comes up, says address copied. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to drop the secret address in. Now, the big question is memo. And you'll notice that they give you this warning here. They give you this description here. And if I leave it blank, and let's say I just went ahead and I say I'll put in max, which, again, I don't have any. And then I'm going to click submit because I want to show you the warning they give you, which caused me quite a concern when it popped up. And let me see if I can... Actually, if I change this, if it's going to give me that window. Okay, so it's not going to give me the window. So what would happen is when you go to do the exchange, what if I put in 0.2? I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So there's a window that's going to show up here that's got a warning that tells you if you don't fill the memo slot in, and it's in this token, this withdrawal requires that, or the deposit at the other end requires it, you could lose. And you can actually see right down here where I did the exchange. And in fact, there it is at 3:06 this afternoon is when I moved out 292.067. But a box shows up here that tells you if the other end requires the memo to be entered and you don't have it, you could lose all your tokens. Well, I did some research. You do not need the memo field. Leave the memo field blank, right? Put in the amount of secret you want to transfer, click submit, and it will show up. And this was the other thing that was absolutely stunning to me. It showed up in probably like 60 seconds. I mean, it was the quickest transfer I have ever made. That's how fast it showed up. So once it got here, then the question was, okay, well, I've got it. I see that I can stake it for up to 33.7%. And that's when I simply clicked on stake. And this takes you to another page, again, still showing you your wallet. And the name of the wallet is Travis P. Bonfili, right? And so then I've got these 291 secret tokens here. And then you get to pick, right? I mean, who do you want to stake with? So I just went ahead and looked for the one that had the lowest of the commissions. Again, maybe I should have done secret nodes, but I just went ahead and did Citadel 1. And that's all you do is you click on manage, And that's where this screen pops up. I didn't do anything here with undelegate, right? I simply clicked delegate, and then it allows you to, and let me click on delegate and see what it does here. And you can see here, I've got 0.917. So it allows me to delegate, and you simply enter in the number of secret that you want to delegate. You click delegate, and that's it. You are at that point staking your secret tokens, earning an insane amount of interest on that stake at an annual rate of up to 33.7%. And again, I mean, this thing has been screaming since about 3:30 this afternoon Eastern time is when I started my staking. And you can see here that I'm already at 0.02. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get to 1.0. But again, I'm in it for the long term. I'm a hodler at heart. So I'll go ahead and hold on to this for quite some time, I'm sure. What I haven't done, and maybe I'll make a video about, is when I go to claim. Because when you go to claim, you can see that it's asking you, what kind of a fee do you want to pay? 13 cents, 15 cents, 0.2. But it was so quick that I'm just going to go ahead and do, when I go to do it, I'm going to do the lowest fee. You can see that I don't even have 0.03 in there to pay for getting these out. And again, my goal is to stake these forever, really, for as long as I possibly can. All right, well, that is going to do it for this tutorial on how you get your secret tokens, i.e. those legacy ERC20 Ethereum-based Enigma tokens off of the Binance.com exchange into one of the easiest to use browser plugin wallets I've ever dealt with, and then how to stake that claim. All right, that's all I've got. That's this entire video. Hopefully this has helped you out and gotten your tokens off of Binance.com and into the Keplr wallet where you're earning some nice coin. All right, everybody have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.